bum. Hey, this was a jam back then. I'm not even gonna hold you. Alright. Are we okay up there? Do I gotta make it brighter? Maybe? Okay. Alright. Let's see how the game handles all these shenanigans. Alright. So we need more water. That's okay, baby. You can take that. Where did I put on my water? I should probably go craft more. Let's leave like 6 in here. Alright. Okay, so working on my bone axe. I need the bone axe to be able to get the tin ore to make the furnace. We're trying to make the furnace and or not the furnace, the anvil, so we can get the next line of gear. A bone club. I didn't even see. 28 to 50, 26 to 46. Block. Okay. But it technically doesn't count towards the axe. Alright. Before I leave. I'll let that do its thing. So we have some new recipes in here, and that's okay. I don't know how we're looking on cookies. Cookies. Where are my cookie recipes? So I probably should go grab more of those. It's that and potatoes. So I got the potatoes for it. I could switch it up a little bit. Because I do have, and I think this comes with medium sustenance. If I do these, a meat stew. I don't know. I wish they would tell you the sustenance level for that. I don't think that was it. What is the two I normally throw together to do like that, like a soup? Is it the cabbages normal? No, that's still a stew. That's a soup. That has decent. Or, wait a minute. Is it the berries? Oh, wait a minute. Which I still wouldn't have enough of if I pulled... I'm pretty sure it's the berries for sure. Oh. Yes, the glazed meat. That's good. This would only give me 1 though, because what? It's 2 apiece. Okay. So we will restock up on that. However, let's keep our... So we'll leave those in there. So we gotta not buy, but grab more berries. More clean water has been crafted. Oh. Split. We like to carry at least 15 and 15. We got arrows, gears relatively put together. Okay. Oh, poop, wrong button. I have to get used to the fact that I've been crafting those now. Which I've been crafting those with for the potions. So it's the clay vessels, so I have to keep track of collecting clay. Clay to make the vessel, and then it's the dark green herbs, or I guess they're blue, haha. The Harlander. It's Harlander and what else? I don't think the berries. I think the berries, funny enough, also. Like if I did these and these, right? It does. Might as well make them in there. We're gonna grab more, so we're gonna pile up on the clay to make the clay pots, to burn the clay pots, and then we're gonna find the red berries, and we're gonna find the Harlander to make small potions, And then we'll have to start working on potion or poison resistant potions, because that's a thing that we're dealing with at the moment. Let me see, just for color purposes, or so we don't have to worry about the flexing of the thing. If I can tone that down, because I know it's not the brightest, I think, on the left side. So we'll see that. All right. So what you saw back there was my failed house that I failed to establish because I didn't know I was going to need these beautiful rails over here. Sure. It was used to me. Hey, those trees finally grew back. I was always curious to see if they were going to come back. All right. And I'm pretty sure there's a deer currently stuck in my house, which is free meat. Howdy. All right. Start stashing stuff in here. This will slowly become... That's always concerning. Oh, I think that's from the torch. Funny enough. All right. Yes. I'm slowly going to start bringing all my stuff over here, or just all the new stuff I build, I think will make its way over. All right, teleporter. We're gonna go straight for those bad boys. And what I marked behind me, funny enough, is where I could grab more of these beautiful things and the clay. There are crazy amounts of clay nodes here. There's like four actual little blocks here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's just at the entrance to the fractured plains and the whispering swamp. So you come here, you go right into this corner grid here, just where the water meets the land, just before it breaks over to the plains, and you have all the nodes to grab all the clay you're looking for. So that's a plus. Over here on the opposing side to that, same spot. So if you come to the whispering swamps over by the fractured plains, and you come to the left of all the clay nodes you can find all the marb and onions. I think it's also got a few of the Harlander as well. But it has a lot of these that grow around here. I haven't found one for the Harlander that I want, but the Marintil, there is a lot of Marintil, and it weighs nothing. Look, more clay. But this is just a really, really nice resource zone, because eventually you're going to want to look into whatchamacallit, making poison resistant stuff. Alright, sorry. But yeah, there's just a lot here. I was hoping that it was going to be more of the other stuff, but this is nice in itself, because this place obviously has a lot of it. Where'd you come from, sir? Got him. Get it this way. While we're chilling in here. Okay. Oh, there's an unstuck button. I never noticed that. Doop 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 doop. Hey, the old school RuneScape music used to hit, and I'm sure it still does. From what I noticed, they're still making a lot of content for old school RuneScape. However, oh, snap! Did not see you. Got real close there, yep. So what I've learned into the combat, I didn't need to get hit like that, is that since you stagger a lot of them, if you just play it a little slower, you can actually regain stamina in a lot of your fights. I'm looking to kind of go up here. I'm looking for tin. Gotta get tin first. I unfortunately don't stagger these dudes as much. And then I like to try to loop them up as much as I can. However, the wolves, unfortunately, there we go, don't like to group up in a way they should. So he's got to be a little bit more cognizant of them. Woo! Bob and weave. Oh! I didn't have the stamina to parry that. It was with that. that happen. All right, so the animal hide is there. It's nice. I haven't figured out a decent use for the soft animal fur yet, but the fangs are good for making all the arrows I use. Unfortunately, I really don't ever get the opportunity to fire off the horde of arrows I have because I normally get steamed rush. And I hope that they're like collectively gathering all this XP into these things because I've been using the bow like crazy for no real combat XP, which is somewhat unfortunate sometimes. But that's okay. We're going to get things done. Alright, we're going to work on Homeboy first, though. That wasn't strong enough to stagger him. That normally is. And then I wait. He pulls. We draw. Alright. I'm about to have a bird problem. I didn't even know they were hostile like that. Okay. Gotta be a little cognizant now. Okay. They attack really fast. Oh, that was a multiple. Ooh, good save. Okay. Thought he was gonna keep moving. I was like prepped. Ooh. Y'all can tell me what part of the old school RuneScape region you're in for this audio. It is rather early game, but you don't do a lot there early game. This bow just charges too slow. I'm probably better off swapping to the other bow just for peak stagger, but this bow hits harder. That's kind of my thought process. That's a torch. Unused torch at that. Here's tin. Okay. So, I got a new axe. Test first. Okay, so we can hit this, and if you can hit it, you can use the rock explosion on it. What I've learned is if you have... So, right, it correlates, and it tells you when you go in there when it comes... The secret little thing to the rock explosion spell. Right, that kind of drives me nuts sometimes. It doesn't drive me nuts, but it makes sense. But I feel like they could correlate it to a magic level, but then at the same time it would delete, or it would defeat the purpose of having to grind your pickaxes and maybe certain other bits of gear. But it has its ability is tethered to your level of pickaxe you got. So right, I came over here earlier with the old little wooden pickaxe, or the one you get in the beginning, and I was like, oh, haha, cool, like, we're set, you know, like I'll just use rock explosion and I'll get around that. False. You're not gonna get around that. It's gonna tell you it's too hard and you just wasted a cooldown. However, this is the early stages. Normally this doesn't carry anything worth keeping on me. Yeah, I can farm those amongst myself, so I'm normally not too worried about it. However, I do have to grab a little bit more ash. I'm somewhat cognizant. Copper, I'm going to need a little bit of this to cool down. Can I not? Oh, wait a minute. Does it have to? It shouldn't have to be equipped. Test. Okay, we can hit. What am I looking for? Is it on cooldown still? I don't have enough earth runes? Really? Really? What have I been using my earth runes on? Alright, guess we're going the old school way with this one. Curious to see. I mean, I guess if it breaks the whole thing, it does not break the whole thing at each. Okay, this is different. Oh, this is about as genuine to the experience as you can get. I feel like if I kind of like angle it this way, there we go. Smarter, not harder. Booyah. Bam. Detect ore clay. Invoke the power of stone spirits to guide you to the nearest ore in clay rocks. Okay. That's a crazy ability to have. And yet, that seems odd. Wow, we get crazy experience off of this. Okay. It's a work in progress. We're getting crazy levels from this. But I'm going to need both in order to be able to craft some of the swords and the armor. And some of the stuff just later on that I need. And really, I'm going to use it to start crafting some of the potions, but at some point, I'm going to have to pursue the better gear. Here. See how that goes. Yeah. Just like in the old RuneScape periods, we're getting every last little drop we can. Where did requires... Oh, never mind. Here we go. I was going to say... I'm curious to know what spell I'm just tossing out. Because this... Oh, maybe Splinter. I was on a crazy wood grind kick earlier. Probably didn't even realize. I was fucking it up. I should probably go back, honestly, and just grab it. But I'm kind of already here. The dwell berries, I think, also have to go into the potions. I definitely thought that was somebody. Yes, sirree. Try not to get dusted. Or surprised. See, I like the cookies because the cookies are quick and easy and they give you a full bar, but some of the other stews go a lot better hand in hand. Ooh, excuse me. So, this particular area is classified as a 3, which I think is weird. What's this? What am I hitting? Is there anything in here? Or am I wasting my time? Could I just hit it anywhere and it collects something? No, because I'm not getting damage, right? It's just the audio. But this is here. This is why that's, the rock explosion is such a good thing to have. And it costs you, like, nothing to do it. Okay, well, I'm not trying to fell the tree, I'll tell you that. I'm trying to take that bad boy with me. This bad boy in the corner. Take everything we can get around here. I'm hearing voices I don't normally hear. Alright, stone. I saw these, but I don't know. You don't get nearly as much. I'm gonna take one of these just for material purposes, as I'm not too sure what you can make of them. Okay. Kind of keep moseying on about. You know, I see them up there. So this entire region, apparently, this little sliver will have everything I'm looking for. However, I don't necessarily know where. It does have a good amount of it, which is nice. There we go. Oh, that's what I call collecting, baby. This is like power boosting the level. This is real good. I'd be curious to see, and I don't see why they wouldn't. Because I'd be curious to see if they add it down the road. Even though I know some of them don't really make sense for the moment. Right. But like the master skill capes, right, for 99, you know, combat and cooking and mining and all this other stuff. I feel like later down the road they could add things like fishing. Fishing would be a viable one they could add in there. Like the agility would be a good one. So if they have like little, like that little bridge over there was a perfect example of like the obstacle courses and stuff. And you could train those just by, you know, climbing around the maps. If they add particular regions or if they add DLCs and it's like a load over, that'd be pretty solid. Go from there. I see that other node to the right of me I didn't grab. I'm not hitting this one, I'm just realizing. I'm just aimlessly beating this one. There. Would have been there all year wondering why this one was particularly stronger than the rest. Okay. And you should be pretty weak from earlier. Or maybe not. Oh yeah, this one has. Oh, this is where rock explosion would come so in handy. Okay, it's all right. It's all about angles. All about angles. Where are we hitting it for the most? There we go. Yeah, look at all that XP you get from mining this too. This is so good. And then we, okay. I don't like the little delay there. I get it like motions to swing and everything, but. This is crazy good for levels. Yeah. Let's go. Nope. Re-energize. Yeah. Okay. We'll farm this one, then we'll go back. I should have all the recipes back after this one. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's see if I can kind of do it for these two. There we go. In vicinity of is acceptable. Probably gonna have to recharge my stamina before I break these. Nope, we're good. Stamina flies back up. We're good to go. We even got some opal out of that. Figure out what that's used for later. Alright. Depleted. That's what we love to see. This one, technically not depleted. Oh, wait a minute. No, not depleted. Hello there, friend. Okay. Boom, that's new basic material that we got there, so that's good. What was I looking for? That shot us all the way up from 32. I don't really remember what I was before that. I should be kind of already... The weight of stone and clay, I do like that. There's more of those down in there. Okay. The weight of metal ores are reduced by 25. Yeah, there's definitely a reason to keep grinding it. And you should only at the moment be able to go to, yeah, 50. This one looks like 49. I don't know if it's 49 for all of them. It looks like it. So not even technically 50. It's 49, and rune crafting is actually still 27 is the cap, so it seems. And then magic and archery. Magic, which is funny because you can still level up as long as you use the staff, but the archer somehow doesn't do it until after. Which, I mean, hey, nothing wrong with that. I don't know how much time has got to pass for the runes to come back, which I think is the most interesting part. It looks like I'm going to be fighting this one, but how many more do I pull in the lump sum? I could take on 2, so as long as I take this one out. Okay, long neck. Okay. Regain some stamina. This is definitely going to pull the other one in. Only stagger one for so long. Nice. Okay. That was better well put together. I wonder what happens if I throw them together. Alright. Back down we go to base to set up our teleporters and move on. So there's some good footage out there in regards to things I saw that. In regards to teleporter ideas, like for the moment right now, you are able to destroy the teleporters, get all your resources back, keep setting them down. That way you could technically always teleport back to base. I'm not sure if that's eventually going to get patched, and I like to think it wouldn't. However, my theory for the time being, right, in case it does get patched, is just set one up in the main entrance of all the areas, right? So my base is here, so I have the one for my base. Then I have the one here, right? So when I go to explore, right, it's not too bad to traverse the particular area of the map you're in. I'd probably set one up like over here too. But then you would have one here, you'd have one here for that, and you'd have one for like the Thunder Plains or whatever they call these two. And then that way it's like you're teleporting to the bases of it, except for like maybe here where you fight like the dragon. I believe it's here or one of these two. But except for where like key bosses or vaults are that pertain to you, you have your onesies and twosies that are off in that moment. But that is a beautiful skill to get early on. It's a real solid gig. Alright, can't forget my potatoes. Those are a lot. Big. And this particular area of the map around here carries a lot of these, funny enough. which is why I stick to trying to make these cookies up here. They're the easiest to grab all around here. There's just so many of them. Normally can end off pretty well. Okay. Let's see what we're working with. Can we craft anything new? So there's our furnace. So charcoal, vault shards, which we get from just fighting in the vaults. Clay, which we have, and stone. Alright, so we have enough to make the furnace, and this will burn the copper down. I don't think this is going to lead into our anvil problem, though, or solve our anvil problem. A vile shelf. Okay, that's pretty neat. Alright, so that's fine. So clay, stone, and ash logs. Let's kind of offload some of the stuff we have in here. Should have picked up, yep, more of those. I think, unfortunately, my feathers are relatively maxed out for the moment. Yep. Okay. I really got to start cooking off some of these chickens. We're going to keep those, throw the game meat in there. Animal hide, by default, always gets turned into leather for now. Potatoes, go with the potatoes. Restack, which are also sitting in my other area. No. Okay. Okay. I think this is where my claws are too, yeah. I think, unfortunately, not really all that unfortunate because I can go back for it. I need one more clay. I think my stone, actually, I think I only need a little bit of stone. Alright, 8 for it's the vault shards, which I have 22 of, which I stuck in the other one. Okay. I bet. We'll let that do its thing. Temporarily. Ghost mode. Furnace. Gonna go. I feel like I should put it over here, but so much of my stuff is still pretty much around here. Okay. So, yep. Let's go see if we can grab clay. We'll grab 8 of our shards. 4 charcoal. Which should be a pretty easy grab. Actually, I believe... leave it in there. Oh, no, because it automatically shoots out, yeah. Okay, where are you at, charcoal? Definitely didn't push my charcoal out anywhere. If not, I have wood. Oh, I already have some wood. Okay. Diggity. Damn. I thought... Alright, let's toast up some charcoal. That's fine. So, how many... We need... just 4. No, not all of it. I would like to split it. Okay. Oh, sure. Close enough. Alright. Our charcoal going. Okay. Fortunately, I know my leather exactly is starting to look real crazy in here. I should probably get on that. Da-da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. I thought I had... There they go. Okay, so we got some of those. Where are you? Okay. So, clay. Clay comes out. I think my stone is in the other ones in the actual house. I think I see stone in one of these. I used to have it in here. That's why I just have a bunch of little shard stones now. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm carrying some already. Okay, I pulled it at some point. Oh, I just need 24 of them, that's why. Okay. Okay, so that's that. Shards, one more piece of clay. A couple more stone. That's alright. Grab it all. Okay. Keep up with our berries. Frame dropping just a little bit. Anyway. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Where are they coming from? That reach on that man was crazy. All right. What a dodge on that one. I do like that. Wait, this is like what you could do. You could push back. They'll still stay like attacking, quote unquote. A little onesie twosie at a time. Oh wow. Oh, nice little smack on that guy. Ah, man, try to backhand me. All right, that was rotation 1. So with the like little war bond attacks, it should be 2. I think that's a given at this point that it's 2. But in case you don't know, well now you know it's 2. Yes, normally there's an archer involved. Yeah, it's always buddy. Back up because you guys scattered out a lot farther than I thought. Archer man back there. Ooh, hold on. Got me real off guard with that one. Watch out, buddy. This is why I gotta learn to craft more potions. They should have backed up by now. There we go. In the meantime, I'd like that they shoot where you're going, so it's like as if you should almost... Ah. Stagger this guy. Oh, I didn't. Let it go too early. Okay. Got a plan for this, or what? Got a plan now. I mean, you maybe waste a couple potions, so GG's. GG's. Alright. Pop too much on the water. Alright, what were we doing? We needed more stone. Oh, fire runes. Go back. We got a little bit of crafting to do, unfortunately, which requires me to sacrifice the stones I had literally just acquired. But that's okay, for a good cause. It's investing. Yes, we can be overweight for the moment. Or was it earth runes? I needed earth runes. Earth, I'm low on earth, water. Oh, I don't need the stones, okay. So this should get me about 150-ish. Okay. So 150 of those. I can't craft water runes just yet. Ooh. So with the sandstone, I can do... Oof, those are toxic. The medium wards, which would be nice. Let's see if those come around. So we'll grab those, and I do utilize a lot of fire, so I will buff those back up. And they weigh like nothing, so it's harmless. And then I should probably start stacking up on the law runes, because that's what your teleporting issues stem from. I like to try to get at least 100. Keep 100. They weigh nothing. And grabbing an abundance of runestones, as you can see, is definitely a very easy thing to do. Come back over here, put those bad boys back. And it's because I am hoarding all of these hefty little materials over here, which I guess in the meantime, what I can do... there should be a storage section. Small chest. Great. Guess it's about that time where we start crafting a few more of these bad boys. Oh, I didn't think about that. Right there. Think about 3 more on top for now. Okay. I was in ghost mode. There we go. Now we're not. Alright. In you go, in you go. So we're like, so for the moment, we are getting more stone. I think I need a little bit more clay, right? Oh, and I need my shards. Alright. Go get the 8 shards. Yes. cowboy over here is going to want a beef. Okay. That's going to be problematic for sure. Here we go. Alright. So it should be... Nope. I keep control clicking now that I know what that is. I think it only called for 8 of them. We should be good to go. Ooh, indeed, cow. Ooh, indeed. Okay. Off we go. Yep. Got my 8 shards. So, yep. 5, 8, and then 8 clay, 24 stone. Clay. Need one more piece of clay. Okay, and 24 stone. Okay. So, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you. That it needs. So let's go back. I was going to say, there should be some stone right back here. That spawns real well. This should be more than enough right here. Okay. That's stone problem. All this stone here. Doesn't hurt to grab, along with the berries that I gotta go back to looking for on my adventure. This is why I don't mind walking to places, though. Because the porting is cool, but like when I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta stock up on that. Or if I know I'm specifically going out to do something else other than gathering, then I'm just like, oh yeah. Oh, we got that. Okay, see? Now we got a stone board. And now, for the clay, it's just as easy as porting back over to our clay mound. Even though they do take some time to regenerate. And just grabbing all that clay. And then we go store that clay. And I knew switching back to 1080p on there was going to hurt a little bit of processing. Just a bit. See? What I don't like is that it's like every other time. Yeah, you couldn't have made any better for me. Okay. I'll have to find out where to find a bunch of those. So far, I do know these two get produced here, but that's not nearly as much as it could be. I think you can find it technically in like the front of the swamp. This right here, though. This is just lovely. This is going to make this like no problem. I'm going to have like way more than what I need. That's beautiful. Oh, that for 18 clay? Oh, 37 cooldown. Alright, might as well take all these with me, because, I mean, I'm gonna need them when I start making all the potions anyway. We got 20 seconds still. That's okay. We made it. Oh, this is rather easy to chop up, actually. I was like 2 hits at most. Like 3. Okay. Of course I am. We're gonna break out here. How many are we working with? Whoa! I was awkward. Peekaboo. Hello, boys. Wait, next to each other? Ideal. Maybe waste my wings. My adventure, man. And then they always give me these goblin packs, and honestly, I could just care less, truly care less for these goblin packs. These are like bigger mounds right here. However, I guess that's better than the fact that I haven't seen the dragon in a hot minute, so that's promising. When I initially started playing, I got attacked by the dragon like every other second. It was unreal. However, problem solved. Let's see if it's worth just resting for. This is technically qualifying as nighttime. Because God forbid if you try to rest before the night occurs. And you're just in there all night long. I like that they sit there and deplete deplete you. They said you wake up parched at a minimum. Okay. 2 of those. Might have to start thinking about getting more food made. Which I have enough, but... Okay. And now we go grab everything. Grab everything we need. And then we're probably gonna give me just more runes. Yep. I'll keep all my essences right down in here. Where'd you go? 10 of them. Look at them. Alright, let's see. They don't have like an open all service, so it's just like, give me what you got. I do like that every now and then I do get my money back on the potions when they give them to me. But 90% of the time, it's just going to be a little bag of rune essences. That's fine. Harvest, I guess. There we go. Alright, one more. Alright, there we go. Stack those bad boys up. Organize that. Alright, and then for you, which should just be everything down here. And we should now have everything we need to build. That was different. Okay. So now we are in the market for bars of some sort. Accepted items are copper ore, tin ore, and then once I find some of the other ones, I think the fuel source should be good to be that. And then this is where we should be able, let's take all of these bad boys, I guess. Let's see what happens. Probably gonna need a lot more charcoal than just that, by the way, but you need another input. Oh, you need them both to make bronze bars. I'm assuming for bronze spear. So what if I do this with stone? Can't do stone. So it's both, huh? It makes 3 of each. 3, 12. Okay. Sure. Let's see what happens. Start firing with the bronze bar. I was hoping to try to make the furnace. I don't know how to make the furnace. Let's hit that. I'm sure there's a very nice way to do that. Alright. Let's see. RuneScape. I'm sure somebody's figured out right now. RuneScape and we'll... Alright. So, construction level 12, 6 bronze bars, a vault core, coarse thread, and 20 ash logs. Okay, so yeah, once I get these bronze bars, I should unlock the recipe for the anvil, which will then kind of move things forward from there. And that'll start walking us into the next tier of equipment. There it is, smithing forge. Booyah. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need my last vault core for this. Upgrading a workstation increases its functionality, allowing you to craft better weapons. 1, 2. Does this require to be under... Okay. I wonder if I'm better off throwing my anvil, because I'm going to assume the anvil is going to need... like, all of these probably could have got put outside. Like, why my I put my campfire in here? Crazy. That could have got moved outside. So what I probably will do... I'll take that out. I'll go to build. Delete that. Well, it's not under a wall anyway, but... Let's see. I don't want to place the anvil outside, because I'm literally only going to get one chance to do it when I build it because of the vault core. Okay. See where people put their anvils. Okay. Skip into the part where okay. Builds the furnace. Furnace goes outdoors. That's the bronze bar. Yep. 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 We're looking. We're looking. We're looking. Okay. What is this? Step 8. Turn facts into thread. Right. That kind of helped, but I didn't see where he ended up putting it. Oh, that looks like it. Okay. So, inside. So this, as crazy as it sounds, even though I wonder if I'm better off maybe just making an indoor facility right here. Let's do that. Let's do ghost mode. Yeah. Ghost mode, flooring. The square foundation, because apparently the square foundation allows you to build the roofies, and I don't think I have to actually set it up all that high. See how far back we can go. Just something nice and small. Nothing crazy. So let's do that. Even though I could just go put it in my house. But between the two. Walls. Hello, wall. Flooring. The walls. Take this bad boy. That's nice. That. So I say nothing crazy. Maybe we just like leave it nice and open if we can. That way we can like shelter it for the most part. Then we take pretty roofing. I want the tall one to get as much coverage as we can. And we just... It's gonna take a little bit. That's okay. That just past this roof. I feel like that should be alright. Alright, let's see if we can build a solution for that particular set right there. Are they too far apart though? Kind of are, huh? Or no, because now, haha, because for some reason that changes everything. We can literally do this. Boom. And got ourselves a little crafting hut. And then this is where some of my indoor items could go. And we'll go there. That will take quite a bit of wood to build. And that's fine. We can go chop some wood real quick. So what we will do for now is we would take all the ingredients, because this is all the ingredients that we need. And we, vault core, you, and I think it even requires some ash logs. Right? The clay. And we... I don't want to use any of the wood I think I have collected, even though I think I'm currently overdue for some wooding anyway. Sure am. Alright. On to a tree adventure. Alright, another wood crafting bender. These trees apparently take a couple nights to actually grow back, but they do eventually come back, which is nice. Because there's a lot of real nice stuff once you get past that rest. I'm actually not too concerned about what they have to offer. I'm more concerned with cheese chopped at once. Okay. Let's see which way they ran. I was able to stop this one, which is nice. I wish they made a nicer way to chop these. Let's see, I left one over there. That's got about a 20-second cooldown. I might be able to chop these 3 next. If not, chop those 2 next. Let's see where those go. Ideally, I would like to try to chop all 3 of these and have them line up somewhere over here. Or at least have these touching over here. I think we got it. And if you watch how they fall, you initially can give yourself about a second to get them to all touch. And then if I'm lucky... Oops, just gotta hold on, don't you go too far. There you go. I don't want to leave those touching. I'd like to think if I just... Nope. There we go. You can chop the tree the other way if you want to. However, the tree is not going to agree with you. Okay. Oh. Yes, wait a minute. Oh, there has to be a way to just get this one in here. Maybe just by like a frame's worth. Poop. Alright. I guess in that case I'd be safer going off this way, because then those 2 behind me are touching. Okay. Those take quite a bit. A 40-second cooldown does feel a little steep in my opinion, but... Oh, those 2 are touching a little bit nicer than these 2 are. Luckily, you get them to touch like that. You kind of do it all the same. You can stop them from going out of each other. Makes this whole dibby-dabby a lot easier. There's a frame, there we go. A frame to get them both. 2 seconds, okay. These bad boys up. 162. That should almost be more than enough, I'm not gonna lie to you. Because if I set that up, then I could really just use my house for like other stuff. Okay, I have that pack-in capacity, which is fine. This should be way more than enough. I can tell with that, unfortunately what that means is that this isn't going to compress down real well. Which means I might not get to really use any of this for YouTube purposes later, which is unfortunate. Don't know what I just built over there. Okay, I gotta be careful what I'm gonna say. I gotta be careful what I build first. I'm not trying to build that. I'm trying to... Okay, this is why. Hear me out. Why we... What's this? Go add those now. Gotta go build. Gonna just... This seems overwhelming at first, I'm not gonna lie. It is extremely painful to figure it out. But yeah, the biggest thing is that if you use the level it up until you get the foundational platforms. Once you have the foundations, you can literally build everything exactly how you want. And it gets real easy after that. I'm gonna wait until I have the roof stood up on both of them. I need repair mode. I need tall roof spec. Then sure, is there other things I could be using? Probably. Have they made that advertently clear as to what it should be? No, they have not. And look at that, just enough. 8 left over. Okay, now I feel comfortable putting my anvils and stuff in there. And then over time, now what I can do is move this stuff over there. Well, no, because the chests are already in here, so I'll probably call this like my failed attempt. Over here, my successful attempt, which turns out to really just be the beds. And then just call this my little crafty spot. And then eventually I'll be unlazy and I'll get through all that. I'll have like a little teleporter that comes over this way. Alright. Alright, let's go build our... that was fun. Took a lot of energy. Oh, poop! Alright, here we go. And now... I need coarse thread and a couple more ash logs. Okay, I got hella coarse thread. And I definitely got ash logs. Oh, and I gotta rebuild, unfortunately, my campfire that okay. I have a plethora of coarse thread in one of these. Okay. And at most, maybe go chop another tree. I don't think I'm hoarding any additional loggage. And it's really not that much more than what it would take to knock down a simple tree anyway. Actually, at this point, Mesco should be back. These aren't going to necessarily land anywhere near each other. And that's okay. Let's see, what are the chances I could get... Either way, one of these worked up. Come on, baby. Land. No. Okay, or at least roll. Okay. Now we have a chance. I mean, now we have a chance. Hear me out. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. No, 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 no. Block it with my body. Perfect. Oh. Okay. Get out of ghost mode. Alright. Anvil will go... Let's go in the middle and then maybe go chest. I'm sure there's a little bit of a strat to it. Yeah, we'll just stick it here for now. Ash planks, bronze bars, wool threads for loom and the sawmill and a tanner's kit. Okay, I do have what I need to rebuild my campfire real quick. So let me go rebuild that. Actually, for shits and giggles, no, I can just light that room up normally. Always am. Any archers? Nope. Howdy, boys. Oop, did not come prepared. Oh yes, friend. Thanks for stopping in. Where is my campfire? I'm just gonna put my camp back over here. Up in the corner. Right, so the reason that I couldn't use this one is that I was trying to build it before I had those foundations, so this is all just sitting on the ground, which apparently the game doesn't like. I think that's something that should be fixed. I think if I have enough to set a foundational square, everything else should automatically become stable. I think it requiring the other ones is a boatload of fucking trash, but to each their own. Can I do blue fire for funsies? I can. Oh, it requires coarse animal fur. I do have coarse animal fur, even though I do convert a lot of it into leather. However, I'm not an animal entirely, and do keep coarse animal fur on me. Why did I grab all of it? I don't know. However, standing torch, huh? That can be placed on surfaces. Here we go. Okay. Then we can come back, let me through, over hither. My equipment bench. Okay. Okay, I haven't unlocked... Okay, maybe I have to look... Let me look into the anvil first. Alright, yep, gotta grab my bone, that's fine. Wood to fix that. leather. So it's bone, and leather. That's just fine. Bone and leather. I got bone right here, which normally I actually keep elsewhere. So bone and leather. And for resources, we can shove. Try to keep my fur-related things in here. Oh, I need that for repairs. Need that for repairs. One of these should have all my threads in it. That one had thread. Interesting. I definitely had way more thread than that. Let's stick it in here. Unless I started turning it into something, but very possible. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe thread is something to think about for the moment. Unless I moved it to the other one by the house. Very possible. Very possible. I do have hella bone. Oh, there's my other thread. Okay, maybe that's what I was thinking about. Maybe I don't have nearly as much as I think. Which is fine. Thread is a very easy resource to gather as well. Alright. Let's repair and let's put things back. They should be. You know, I could have thrown this all on the ground. Actually, the equipment's not in there. Okay. I don't know where I've been storing those, so I guess they're gonna get stored in here too. In bone. Leather can go back. Okay. Arrows. I have more arrows. I think I need arrows. Nope, we're good. The wood I can put in there. Oh, God. Ah! Big Raw. What's happening? I never expect it. Every time, you know? Especially with this, this has been like so... This has been so creepy, like in a casual sense. This game is amazing. Okay, maybe we make more torches for in here, yeah? Because now that I'm standing in here after having lit up that other room... Oh, I could have carried a torch on me, huh? What was it? It was coarse and it was wood. Is all it takes to build a wall-mounted torch. And let's stick that, like, I don't know, because this whole place is fucked anyway. There we go. Booyah! Oh, God. And now it feels bright as fudge. Alright. That's not where I normally want these to go, but... Food-related things. Wood-related. Fur-related. Good to go. It probably is about time to start crafting, because what is my food situation looking like? Okay. Take this. Was this a new RuneScape first person I've watched play it? Oh, yeah? Yeah, dude, it's been... I've been enjoying it, to say the least. I do need to go find, like, a hoard of cranberries, because I don't know how well the stews marry up to each other. However, yeah, it's not very difficult to play. I'll tell you that. It just does get a little annoying sometimes, because you could be chilling, having a great time, and then boom, dragon attack. And now you got to make sure you don't get mauled by something you can barely fight. Okay, I can craft up 3 of these and take 3 of these with me. I have to gather more of these. That's all it is. I have enough to make about 10 of them. Okay, I don't have to... Luckily, I don't have to stand there. All right, let's go take a look at the anvil. But yeah, it's pretty solid. I'm liking it so far. However, it's not agreeing with my new OBS settings, which I did to myself, unfortunately. I changed them because I thought the game could handle it. So we'll see. I'll pay the price later when I'm uploading. If I'm uploading a bunch of fuzzy clips later, that's why. Yes! Everything I want's in here. Except for the armor. The armor is a little dinky, but I want at least this. in one of the one-handed. I would love to use a greatsword. I'm not gonna lie. I have yet to see the greatsword in action. Pickaxe and the logging axe. I need the logging axe. So we gotta go back for the tin and the bronze. At a minimum. So what? 5. All right. 10, 3, 13. Yep, 13. Luckily, I've made wool thread. I have a lot of leather. I have everything to make the bronze sword, that's for sure. So these are my next 2 objectives right here. So we'll aim for the bronze bar, we'll aim for the sword, and then maybe I should start grabbing some of the gear. The more legendary-esque gear. Alright, so we gotta go, unfortunately, farm a lot more tin. And a lot more berries. Which, luckily, I could just walk around here and do it. It's never a bad time. Let's take this food with me. It's not a lot. Alright, what happens if I marry these up? I don't know. I can get 7 of those. Alright, that's fine. So we'll do that. We'll make the food. In the meantime, while that is going around, I think my berry pile should be back over here because, luckily, everything spawns in relatively the same place. Nothing too far. So we do a little bit of resource gathering. There is something back here. I might go check this out back there, too. Because that's got to be like an initial dungeon where the stairs that I was supposed to build, quote unquote, that I completely undid from the plan. Yeah, all these nice red berries that grow back here. Boom, look at that. And after one run, 21. So that's enough to make the glazed food I was actually talking about, which is good because I still have like a lot of pork and stuff, which is nice. But yeah, I'm running low on these cookies. But I like the cookies because the cookies take just the potato and the cranberry. And you get those 2 cookies and they give you a lot. But because I naturally do a lot of hunter-related things, because I was trying to be an archer until I realized it was locked. Yeah. So now what I can do is I can load up on these bad boys. Make sure we can start. And in the meantime, take my farm meat that I get from the cows. Boom. And we'll let those cook. So now we organize that. We'll put that back. I will take low sustenance, moderate, a hearty stew. Did I just make that? It's got... I don't like that it tells you, like, the names afterwards. Okay. I will drop one of these for the sake of those, and then I will put my potatoes back. And then my 1 wood log can go back as well. Because where was I stashing all that wood I just got? Right there. Alright, 1 wood log. Soft animal fur can go in here. Coarse fur can run in there as well. There's my wool threads, which I think I'll need more of. However, I can get those from the soft hides. And the cabbages. It's funny because where I built my thing, I naturally get a cabbage over the top, which is pretty funny. Alright. Cool. I didn't start this, did I? I did not. Alright, come back to that. Okie dokie. Time to go farm. More stuff. How are we looking on runes? Runes are jam-packed. The earth runes go so quickly. Alright. I'll grab my rune stones. Gotta re-up on those already. Because it's what? It's 15 a piece. Spend about... Okay, between the both of those, I run about 25. So we're actually going to do a hefty amount of those. Is what we're going to run. So earth, I'm going to make about 200 of these. So 150, 200. There we go. There we go, put those back because those in combination are heavy. Where's my resources? Actually, yeah, let's gather up there, you boys. Should have some, I think, hiding in here. Yeah, sure do. There's some more wool right there. We'll slowly get to organizing it as we make more of these. Boom. Got a good amount of those. Health is looking good. Hydration is looking good. That's you can't see that behind me. That's behind me. I could wonder if it would be worth. Would that look weird to like set myself above the bars here, or maybe? Oh, there we go. In between the bars. Beautiful. I could have been doing that all game. I got a place to store you. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. We like that. Alright. Alright. Not as well. While I'm here. It spawns here. Can I reach that one? I can't. Touche. Alright, and what do I have stored in here? More shards, more meat. Yep, miscellaneous things I find that I'm like, oh, eventually I need to. Go back and grab stuff. Off we go. Wait a minute. Is that from the rat? Horse animal fur? Animal hide scraps? What is this from? Oh, the 2 rats. Yep. I was going to say the moment I saw the rat meat. Which I don't really pick up all too often. Okay. Off we go. Alright, I'm not expecting these to have spawned back yet, but it looks like some of them are repopped. No, not really, because I cleared that first one out, which means these ones up here probably, unfortunately, are not back either. What's it take? These are fire runes. I didn't check to see how well my fire runes were doing. Alright, so we're on the hunt for tin and copper. And lots of it. What the fuck? I hate these things. There's a second one somewhere. Behind me? Behind me. Crazy. Crazy to be double bagged like that. These things are ungodly annoying. Hate these things. The fact that there was 2. The wolf might next to me. He catch on? He sure did. I'm okay with them being stuck. Get out of here. Should only need about a half charge for you. Oh, wait. And I gotta charge up. Yep. We regain stamina back. I need a better bow. However, this game is still very much in beta, so unfortunately, there are not that many bows in the game that you can gather up. Actually, the best one you can get, you can't even repair. It's a craftable bow that you have to continuously craft, which isn't very fun. I have to try to worry about. All right. Well, let's keep on looking. So off in this general region, supposedly, is all the ores I'm looking for. I've come through for most of them already. I do know now. Hey, look, these ones are already back. That's good to see. All right. It's a very expensive. If anything, you use a lot of the earth for sure. Depleted. All right, that's that. And I will start farming these now that I know what I can blend them into for like better vials and things of the sort. And they cut real easy. And then as I level up, I get better crit ratings, which makes you chop them up a lot faster. And I'm sure as I begin to craft the other axes, ooh, excuse me, they'll become a lot more durable. This is where that little farm stack was that I found. But I was going to say, I grabbed those a little bit later in the game, so wasn't expecting to be too many. Oh, cool. There's more down there. Good to know. And then I know where there's some on the right side, but then we get real close to that castle. And that castle, let me tell you, it's not very user-friendly at all. They got druids, and the druids instill a hell of poison. It's a nice little, like, workaround. It kind of keeps you from progressing the game too fast. Which isn't bad by any means, but... You'll just... I heard that. Yeah, you're gonna be a problem, aren't you? Can't just be quartered to you. Yeah, without any bow skills, I'm sure I could charge. There should be a skill to charge bows faster. Don't necessarily even need anything that's got to offer me, but too far. New booth. There we go. All right. 45 what? Damn. Getting hella sandstone off of that. All right. I don't mind chopping up all that, so I'll burn some more runes up on this one. I should get a good number of them. Depleted, actually. Fell swoop. Love to see it. Alright, I didn't see the conversion rate to how many I particularly need. So we're just going to kind of go on a spree. Not going to hold it. Yeah. Give me all of this. All of it. I want all of it. This is about as classy as it gets. Yeah. There we go. I'll probably end up shattering the top two for the bottom two. Alright. I'm in position for these. Can I get all three of these? Ooh, is that hitting all four? Yes, it is. Love to see it. Exhausted. Charge me up. New perk, not so heavy metal. Yes. Good. Now I just got weight reduction for all this stuff I just grabbed. Because this stuff gets heavy. They definitely left the grinding in the game. I'll tell you that. Like, you definitely spent a lot of time. These things explode after you kill them, by the way. This is crazy. Recharge. They both start storming, but luckily it's only like a 2-tackle deal. Only stagger one. And then try not to get exploded in. Oh, yeah. Alright. I think these drop the soft. Yep, I was going to say the soft animal furs that I could use to turn into some of the threads. Which is nice. Alright, let's see if we can see any more ores around here. It's a good thing about the daytime. I haven't explored too much over this way. And then I'll drop anything that I don't really need. I do think I want to compile them soft animal furs a little bit more. I keep looking up there, but really I just need to be looking up here. Alright, 3 of them could be a hoot. Maybe if I just bring a few less to the party. Oh, snap. Suicidal is not what I was expecting those to be. Oh, you know, I haven't figured out what I can use the onions for. I'll have to take the few that I do have and see. Alright, is this just stone back here? Am I just walking up to more stone? No, that looks like tin back there. There's, oh, that's a patrol. We're out. We definitely need to clear out of here. Okay, I don't fight if you guys don't fight. Or if we do, at least let me go to this side. Yes. Nope, that was close. Yeah. Frame drop. Ooh, God. Crazy frame drop. Ooh, what was that? Okay, we're parts. My fault. My fault. All in a day's work. Got some grubby dub in the system. Stone. Find stone everywhere. Yeah, I'm not... As much as I'm down to duke it out with those dudes, not going all in on that one yet. Oh, yeah. Hey, more tin. Pull down. 15 apiece, bro. I will shatter 200 easy. Alright. Finding all the tin is good. It's finding the gold to go with it. Where are we at? 23? Alright. I feel like if I hit more direct on, it should be way more. Hey, sheep. Sheep also have the fur. Actually, if anything, they're exactly what I need to make some of the other stuff. I don't think I've ever seen a sheep run. Normally they're ready to fight for sure. I'm not about to go all the way out there, scoop that up, but I'm not gonna waste the material either. More tin. That's good to know. Not a lot of bronze. Let's see what's up there. Wait a second. Huh. Take that with me. Ooh. Oh, this is over here? Yeah, this place is not user-friendly. I don't even... You know what's funny? I don't even know if you could progress your character to 4 yet. Like, is there enough stuff in the game to get your character into 4? I know realistically just leveling up magic apparently is the way to go. Because magic is strong right now. Which I guess would do me, like, no biggie to sit here and... Line that bad boy up. Just here to catch you off guard. Regain the stamina. Pull back. Yeah. Yeah, it takes too long to reach stagger. I might be hurting myself using the longbow against enemies. I could be using the short bow. Hey, more copper. I don't really care too much for these packs, but get that back up at least. Oh, yes, double. We'll see. We'll take our 24 and 24, whatever we end up getting from this. I feel like if I was going to use a magic ability on one, I would do it on the one close to the ledge so it doesn't fall off. That way! Don't lose it. In case it bounces all over the place. Like so. Alright. Depleted? Nope, still some. Still some in here. Falling off the ledge would have been very upsetty spaghetti. Oh, right here. Nope. Right here. Yep. Okay. Alright. That's like a nugget piece. Yeah, I see the 2 little slivers right there. And I would have more. That's nice. There we go. Heck yeah. Let me up! What a weird problem to have. Actually, I can definitely hit these simultaneously. If I use my brain. There we go. One more. There we go. Alright, cool. So this is where having the teleporter would be nice because I don't shove myself here in the back. I didn't even see that spawn in. However, if I play my cards right, I should get lucky enough to not get mauled. 28 to 24. Let's see how much. I think it... What was it? Was it a 2-2 conversion rate? I think. Even if it was 3. Say it was 3. We get a lot of sandstone. Take these last 2 with me. Just to have the material, but that stuff weighs. Yep, now we're playing a little bit more in the nighttime. Which isn't bad, but everything is hostile in the nighttime. Very hostile creatures around these darknesses. Especially that patrol. Where is that patrol? I might have to fight this one. There's the patrol. Should at least get a good couple shots. I'm not too worried about the resources that's there to provide. Don't trust whatever that was. I like that the entirety of the water audio changes once you go in there. It actually sounds like falling water. Baffling. And somehow not surprising for RuneScape, to be honest with you. Alright, off we go. We got them up there, a lot of places to survive. Oh, there's more tin. I mean, harmless grab, right? Yes. we depleted it. And we almost hit level 40. Alright, this is where I gotta be a little bit more careful. Oh my god, I didn't even see those up there. I mean, it would be a shame to walk by and not grab those. Crazy to be chasing after me when I wasn't looking. That is fucked. Oh, being depleted on HP is not the move. Staggered. Get off. Alright, HP will regen itself over time. Unlock the recipe, huh? For a lesser potion of attack. Yeah, that's from leveling things up. Alright. Hit these bad boys, and then we go back and work on craft. Because then we should be just about. Yes, you come with us too, lonely node. And then charcoal will come from the wood, so that's no biggie. You too, lonely node, you too. There we go. Properly depleted. You're still in one piece. Let's see what has spawned in our way now. Nothing? Alright, if we can get back early enough, we can sleep through it. It'll deplete us a little bit, but it'll bring our energy back up, or strength back up, if you will. Because if you try to sleep during the day, unfortunately, all it does is, like, heal you by 1. I was like, I mean, something other than 1 would be, like, phenomenal, but apparently not. And normally you could tell when it's dark time because the map gets, like, a little fuzzy. It's weird. New day, many new possibilities. You get fucking murdered by a dragon. The comfort of your own home. Okay. Oh god. Alright, I'll have to change it back to 720p after this. This is extra depressing. Yeah, that's not gonna be good. I don't think I can change it while I'm actively in here, right? Alright, video? No, I can't. I would have to stop it. That's okay. Alright. Yeah, it'll figure itself out. So yeah, it's a ratio of 3s. But we get 28 bars. And we just need charcoal. Okay. Charcoal for some burnt wood. Those are those meals I made earlier. Okay. So let's stick you in there, you in there. Where have I been storing you guys? Do I have room for you? Yes, I have a soft animal fur here. I don't have a spot for you. I have a spot for you. I have a spot for you. I think I have fangs in here. Fangs, I think, are about to be maxed out at 50. Stick in rune essences in here. The tar can go in here. The opal can go in here. Raw meats into here. Each of those. And my greens into here. I think my feathers are all full. Nope, not quite. Okay. And then we needed what? Wood. Pretty sure. Didn't I just poured out a whole thing of wood? We did, yeah. Okay. So take a stack of these. Let's say 10. Take 10. Do I have some place for this soft fur? This real tiny rat fur? I don't think... Yeah, I don't think I can do too much with the scraps. Take that. And that. It's a 1-for-1 conversion. You let that do its thing. Oh, we had charcoal in here. That's fine. We need bases, but it's alright. I'm going to pull these out as I gather them. And add them to that. This is where I can make these. That's why I got to go back for that clay. Eventually, I will have to craft to this battle staff and level up the magic, because I think the magic still does inadvertently level itself up. Oh yeah, here we go. Wool thread I can get from the fleeces of the sheeps. I think the animal hide as well. Nope. It's the fleece and I think the soft fur makes its way in there. That's alright. Let's see what happens. Alright. So, in the meantime, looking at our collection process. So, we'll need 2 coarse thread. That's checked. Or, yeah, 2 coarse thread. The 5 bronze, which should be enough, right? So 5. This between the 2 we said is 13. Okay. So we'll see what we come out. If we're lucky, this becomes our current situation here. These 2 to start. And then we'll come down to these, and this will replace that problem. Then I know, obviously, that means it's going to start taking bronze bars to be able to fix these things. As I'm sure, but I don't own any of them, so that's fine. I'm not too worried about 2 handed weapons yet. I'm not too worried about the armor. Right. Oh, I gotta go grab some more water. It's 12 of the bars. One of you had my water. Just for weight purposes, I like to operate in stacks. Probably didn't have to pop that stack, to be honest with you. So now we said we were going to need the thing. I have more wool thread here. Need that. I'll take the leather, the bronze bars. So these together should be able to do some sort of work. Start our process. This is making 28 of those. So we should need about 4 more, and they are heavy. That's 5 pounds a piece, which is fine. Alright, so there is our logging axe. There is our sword. And there is our shield. Let's go. All in one fell swoop. Booyah. And we get more bars out of it. Alright. So that was a good adventure. Alright, so now we have something to replace this, even though I'm pretty sure that means we have a little bit less weight to work with. That's okay. We will replace that. These can get dropped off in here for later purposes. The wood, the wool. I think I'll take this out of here for the sake of being able to run those. Throw that in there. I think at this point I need my other stack of arrows. To make more arrows here in a second. 99, 16. That's fine. Okay, yep. Alright. So, that means, if I thought about my process correctly, this tree that I thought was my original problem can now be chopped down. And when I tell you, when I first started this game, I thought the reason I couldn't build a roof was because of this motherfucker right here. I was like, there's just no way this is doing me in right now. Lo and behold, I found out it was my flooring. My flooring was real bad, but yeah. What is a man's to do when he doesn't know that early on? And that's how that that goes. Damn, you've been subbed for 8 months, bro. You're crazy on the adventure. I really gotta get back to keeping the schedule consistent. Yeah, let's go. That's equipment, baby. All right. What are we working with in here now? See, they're the same thing now that I'm looking at it. And this just says 19 damage. Oh, probably to animals. Okay, so I'm actually kind of doing myself... Where's the bow? I'm actually doing myself a disservice. Where did I put that other bow? Damn, I didn't throw the other bow in here? There's no way I set it in one of my other ones. Yeah, I'm doing myself a disservice. Not running the short bow. Which, there it is. We will fix. And you two can come out of it. Try to use that for food only. There we go. For fighting purposes. Alright. So now, in order to get down to the armors, I have to progress. I have to progress what I make, right? Is the thing. So, eventually, there should be a piece of, like, tanning equipment that I can make to up. And I'm sure it's probably one of these. So we have the tannery. The device processes threads into textile and cloth. Would it be that? The sawmill, yep, is how we get the planks, right? That's where we take our wood logs and we cut them into planks. I got the brewing potion. Improvements. A tanner's kit. Tannery improvement. Adhesive. Is a little bit of a process to make. I wonder what this could give me. Oh, it tells you. Requires a shelter right at the bottom. Requires a shelter. Requires a shelter. Must be exposed. Okay. So 6 wool thread, 4 bronze bars, and 22 ash planks. But to make that, I need the sawmill. The sawmill can be enclosed or in the open. And we need 8 stone, 4 bars, 18 logs. Which I believe we have, yep. And then the stone. Okay. Okay, must be exposed. It does not say this needs to be exposed or put in. So what I would do is... I don't necessarily know what direction this would run in, so I'm going to stick this on the edge here. Even though, no, this feels like... feels like something I can stick outdoors. Yeah. Like this. Like, does this look very unsnappy-like? What if I stick it right here? Do a whole process. Oh, what I could do, what I never thought about, even though this is ugly, is wall this in. Okay. Well, that took some bars. That took a little bit. That took some bars, but we still got resources. Okay. No, that's not originally where I stuck. I think they were originally in here, but that's okay. Alright. Ash planks and oak planks is what we'll need to work this bad boy down. This one does require a shelter. So 6 threads, 4 bars, 22 planks. 22 planks. If I'm lucky... I did. Oh, it said ash planks too, didn't it? I should take note of that. Ash planks is important. Okay. So it would be this. Right. So 22 ash planks. And let's wallock in the wool thread. Alright, there's our wool thread. Let's see what our conversion rate for this is. Whoa, wait a minute, what? I get 28 planks. It's a 1-to-1, but I have 14. I get 28 planks out of that. Okay. What if... stick in like 7. Alright, we'll let that chop itself up. And we'll go from there. Alright. too. Oh, there's our clay. This is what we'll do. Try to do like heavy metals in here. Like raw materials of some sort, right? So it actually kind of make more sense that the clay, well no, I think soft. I think less rocky. Okay. Cool. So we got our thread. Now we have a cooking range, which is something I'll probably stick in the other house. New recipe unlocked. Charcoal. Unlock more way to make charcoal. Weird one. A workstation dedicated to cooking food. A cooking range can be used to cook hearty meals, as well as individual raw foods. And that requires bar, stone, and clay, which at this point in time, we've put in enough time to have learned how to do. So that's fun. And if I'm looking at this process right, I definitely put those away, didn't I? I need 22. 22. Did I keep? I didn't. Okay. Let's see. Put you back out. Put you back. Convert these bad boys. 14 more. And the good thing about ghost mode is that actually, wait a minute, can't I now? Oh, it's a spell, isn't it? Throw your items down to repair them instantly. Should be a spell. Cast on fire-based stations to empower them and boost their processing speed for a while. Okay. Weapon enchantments, detect ore and clay. That's a good one. Splinter, we've used that. We're working towards that in the construction. And, one of these I thought gave me the ability. No, I don't think it was. I thought like I had the ability to like destroy these. Alright. However. Ghost mode on. Take this. We'll stick the tannery. Like right here. When it's time. Which should be like here in a second. So we will grab all of our planks. And there we go. So now we have the ability to what? Cloth. Which you would think would then give us the ability to make more gear, but I'm assuming what I have to do is actually make cloth. Animal hide. Which I believe I was going to say I can turn apple tanner. I don't think I could use it on this one, yeah? I don't think. And not. Oh, it tells you. Horse thread and wool thread. Okay. So let's guinea pig one of those and let's see what happens. Horse thread and wool thread. Right. And that could come from one of these, I believe. Wool thread. What are we working with in here? Do we have anything to work with? Could throw down these two and see what we got. Oh, he's being hunted. Time to. Oh, shit. No, out of the house. I hate you guys. Get out of the goddamn place. So you guys see my problem. This is why we can't have nice things. Oh well. Now, I completely forgot what I was doing. I was going to take this and my cabbages and see what we can get. We can get a meat stew. 9 of them. Alright, cook me up then. Alright. We got some stews and stuff here. Get these bad boys here next. This also has cooked food in it. There's more of those cookies. Good to know. What am I trying to put away? Those bad boys. Bring more of these. Let's see. Does it just say meat stew? It does. Moderate sustenance between them both, which is nice. Alright. So I take this. I get it's a 2, okay, 2 conversion rate. Let's just see what happens when we make some. Normally, as I craft new things, I get new recipes. So if I can guinea pig at least one item to see, maybe we can go from there. I feel like I should be able to do this with the leather. Piece of wool cloth pile, and a small thing. Really? I did all that just for that? Cattle cloth. Just decoration. Yeah, square foundation. I'm talking getting real nifty once you start coming down to it. I wonder if they'll ever make these relevant. Like, okay, well, I guess it makes sense. If you start building with these and not these, you could probably, you know, beat people up in your house and not have to worry about it, but provide shelter to things underneath. Oak log material, yeah. All the roofing stuff. Okay. That was, not very worth it. I don't know if we really do get any much more armors than that in there. Okay. In the meantime, I guess the only thing I really can do is start working on crafting the potions, which the good news is I don't really have any place to keep wool and whatnot. But I do have clay great pots, and it's a 4-to-1. Craft 10 of those. All I have to do is go back to looking for Hollanander, go grab my usual red berries. We can go put these back. Did I set those off? Are they doing their thing? Is it? Did I hit craft? No, I think I had 45 originally, yeah. Yeah. And okay, there we go. And then we take those, and it's not this one. It should be this one. No. Which one are you? It's not you. No, I got a furnace. The furnace. There it is. This thing, actually. 1-for-1 conversion. Alright. Go do a red berry sweep, and then I'll go see if I can do the little Arlander sweep. Alright, can't go wrong with grabbing cabbages every now and then. And then if anything, we'll go check out that dungeon in the back, to be honest, and see what's got going on. This is potatoes and stuff. Can't go wrong with grabbing flax. I haven't grabbed any of that in a while. Just go on a nice adventure. Finally! One-tapping things around here. Finally showing people who's boss. Get out of here. Yeah. Alright, yep. Saw some berries over there. Saw some more potatoes over here. Back here is also where you can get that longbow recipe from. It's right back there. You just use a little air jump ability. You go about your business. Do 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 do. Okay. So keep stacking our bread berries. Let's go see what that's all about back there. Let's get a little bit adventurous. Take a look into the combat. And just kind of keep rolling from there. Sun coming up or going down? Let's see how much one of these stews heal for. Got about 1.25 blocks. Or 1/8 of that. Hey, you. What's up here by yourself? Nice. Finally prove a point to these damn people. What do you mean, you people? Hmm? Oh, I thought that was the dragon. I was like, I'll be. It's been way too long, little man. Power level 1, what makes me think, I mean, this little back door is here. I don't see why it would be any bit of a problem. I mean, I'm sure it's not going to be fun. Getting some loot in there. Oh, look at the speed of that swing. That is beautiful to have equipment like that. Alright, vault door. Let's see what we're working with in here. Normally full of fun little puzzles and fucking pain in the butt monsters that I hate having to work with. There's the door that normally triggers this door. That means we get to start our adventure down here, except now I have my quick bow. Which doesn't, unfortunately, hit for much more. You trade speed for damage. That's like the most walking room I will probably have. Stone and rune essences. Always check your corners. However, always check every room you can find. See, and this is why I say we need stronger bows. Thank you. Please go on about your day, folks. What are you guys hiding in here? Anything I can't learn that because I already learned that. However, I will happily take these. It's another big man on campus. Oh, and I don't lose speed for walking back. I definitely do this to this. Thanks, Pip. See ya. I gotta go check that other room. I don't really care to mine the rune essences. I feel like I'm probably sleeping on them just a little bit, and I probably should. I'll take these, that's fine. Like, all that, you're better off just going to the ones out there. And these are heavy. However, it does level up your rune crafting, which I forgot about, so there's that. And we got an ad break. So there's that. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, think about doing so. You have Amazon Prime, as well as a standards up. Not required. However, if not, we are running on YouTube Shorts as well. If you're looking for a free way to get around that. Because we know not everybody can pay, and not everybody should have to. That takes way less stamina as well, which is nice. I'm not getting very many vault shards from those, though. Okay, that was a swing and miss. Smooth criminal. Alright, make sure I check everything I can. Okay, let's be honest. How difficult would it be to just look at this for funsies? Alright. It cost me nothing to do it, I guess. There we go. There we go. Boodum doo doo doo. Doo 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 doo. Alright. Whoa, a rune crafting term. And yet somehow they also always end up having. The tomes are nice because it's free XP. Look at that. And then I should level up just from breaking one of these if I'm not too far away from it. Hey, all we gotta do is smack it once. Talk about being 1 HP in the XP department. Alright. I'm expecting this to be a very simple dungeon. That or it's a trick question and this is one of the harder ones and that's why they put it in the beginning. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, ouch. 1, 2. Alright, let's hang tight. Ouch. Do I have any more of those shards? Should have grabbed some more of those as well. 1, 1, 1, 1. Fuck me. This is painful, boys. I should probably be diving. Maybe that's my problem. 1, 2. Yeah, should be doing that. Tracking all. And it takes a little second, but then you move up a couple blocks at a time. No point in wasting some potions on it, I guess. Okay, I see 2 ways to go. Yep, they light up. You kind of inadvertently have to overlap with them. Okay. Oh! That was a whole thing. Sorry, I don't do element of surprise. All that for rune essences is horrendous. Alright, some things are not worth sacrificing your life for. Rune essences is one of them. Yeah, I'll be curious to see how this game plays out long term. I would love to see them already aiming to push more content out. Just cause. Whoa, wait a minute. There we go. Because like, there's already so much going. Granted, I am nowhere towards the end of this by any means. Okay, making sure. Or the second one. Why? Probably end up dropping a lot of these little bits there. See, look at all that weight. All that weight. Funny, like if I get vault cores out of this one, like actually I'm probably gonna, how many is that? That's more than 84. 84 from in here is more than enough. Alright, now we get to fight the Titan. These ones, they're just out to be as big of a nuisance as possible. However, this is well crafted. However, trigger both those dudes and watch it turn into a nightmare. I can't get around those things when I need to. See what I mean? Like, how are they perfectly predicting which ways I would be going? power through them. Budget. Then we're just gonna power through them. Can't do that for everything, but those in particular are just so ruthlessly annoying. Oh, I can tap them both at the same time? Okay, and wow, look at that. I'll be damned. That's just more root. See what I mean? So there's a vault core. And those vault cores would be heavy. Okay, nothing of note. Nothing of note. That looks cool. Alright. I think the lever we're looking for is up there. If there's anything else back there, this will trigger it. That way there's no surprises. Did I just come from that? Nope, same trap though. Okay. Yeah, lever. Okay. Let's go that way. Do I need to go that way? Do I want to go that way? What's up here then? This looks like it's more in tune to go back to the way I came. Is this the back the way I came? Oh, there's hella levers. There's a vault core in there. There's a lever over here. This should be the main door lever. There it is. Okay. That'll mark the end of the dungeon. However, there's more vault cores to grab. So I'm assuming that's where this down and around piece over here is going. So we're gonna go back through there. There's really no intricate bosses or anything crazy to fight. However, this is murderous. 1, 2, 3. One, two, one. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. No surprises, no surprises. Ah, goblins. Howdy, boy. Thanks to my stamina armor, it's normally not the biggest problem. Really, this is it. Really? Oh shit. Tome. Cannot consume because I own it. Let's worry about that. You could. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think people have figured out that you can roll through those already. 1, 2, 3. Completely guessed on that, by the way. I saw it before, yes, but wait a minute. That wasn't the lever to that, though, was it? Yeah, that didn't get me in there. I'll have to circle back for that one. Duly note. There's still a core to be found. Okay, this way. There it is. Alright, you got a lever in here, little pimp, or what? Nope, no lever. Alright, Kronk. There's no lever in here. We noted. So, kind sir, what is the trick to opening you? Did I miss something? What are the chances? Okay, let's check it out. There was a lever here. We pulled this lever. This light here feels oddly suspicious. Okay. Any doors or anything I didn't go around? I think that just led up there, which led to the chest, which led back over here. Alright. No crazy levers back here. Nope, Runescence. A stone boulder. Okay. But the lever for you is in here, and I don't see any way in. Okay. Maybe that's intentional to this room. Oh god. Painful. All right. Okay. Body takes health out. Probably should not try to take that head on. Okay. Let's play smart for a second. Ugh, I can't slow down with running around. Okay. Regain some HP. Nothing crazy. He is clearly getting crazy. Oh. What's he drop? More Runescence than I actually need. Yep. Door the f does. Yeah, it's more than I can carry. Yeah. It's a combination. It's realistically probably this. Watch. It is. See, look at that. That's why I don't go around carrying a bunch of fucking Runescence. And they just give you more. Cannot consume keg barrel because I already have them. And more rune essence. Okay. Unfortunately, my question still remains. What about that third one? So normally 3 volt cores. Not a whole lot of volt shards. But we can open them. No other rooms I didn't touch, right? This lever for sure was here. This must be just by design. And then there's this. The lever is right there. And it does not look like there's any way in it. Why is the lever inside of it? Ooh. Right, there's no corner to it. Seems weird. Can I look that? Templewood Vault? Let's do some recon. Let's see. Hidden chamber. Yeah. I think they know what we're talking about, boys. I think we found it. Okay. So, I didn't think about that. It's an up. It's a flying one. Somewhere back here. Alright, let's see. So, what area is this? Is that the main area? Where's he at? Oh, that's that. Okay. Big brain. See? Now I know these are things to look for. Boom! It was here. Beautiful. Emphasizing the importance of magic use. These are in fact consumable. Alright. Core number 3. Alright. And that's match. Now, I guess if I wanted to, I could go back for those rooms and let it fill out whatever's left. However, we are not. And that is dungeon complete. And then it'll reset after that. And then depending if they like you or not, there's normally some things to mess with you right as you come out. But I'm assuming this is, you know, more of the easier one. So, shouldn't be a problem we have too often. And now I have enough to build another portal. However, I'm not going to worry about that part entirely. I'm going to go stick these in the one by the crib. Good to go. What a good time to be hunted. Actual? You can do that pretty fast. Pays to put a little crafting effort in. It's crazy to see my efforts finally pay off. Ooh, had a sneeze. Alright, pick these baddies up here. Stick those over in the other one. I could probably take all of these as well. Except for these. Where'd they go? What? One? Didn't grab them. There we go. Those can stay in there. There we go, Boogie. It's nighttime. I forgot I had this processing all this stuff. This is the clay vessels, so I can start working on some more potions. We'll prep those, but we're not going to start them per se. More of those, some more of the stone. More of the rat meat I don't necessarily use. More of the raw meat. Bones I've been stacking in here. Fangs I think I've been stacking over here, but they're running out of room. So we'll probably start sticking those up there, along with the fur. I guess once they get full, that is. That 50. And I guess we'll come up here and throw those in there. Got the cranberries. Oh. Have those been going in there? I can stick them in here if anything. Cranberries. Fine, we'll stick in here. Not too sure about the lettuce. The lettuce I think has been in here, yeah? Here? No, I can stick in the lettuce. Hello? Oh, guess it's going in here now. Wood, we've been sticking back in here. Potatoes, we've been sticking down here. Down over there. Antlers have been going into here. Stone can go up here. Fur can just go in here. Okay. Booyah. So that'll be the stuff for the clay. As we grab more copper, we'll get that and that. Right there is that. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream right here because unfortunately I still have work. These are things I gotta do, and this is just a fun side lane of things. However, it's been a great time playing this. I've been playing a lot of this. Wanted to bring it to stream. This is how it's gonna be. Depending on how the quality of this comes, which I'm fully expecting it to be horrible, this will all just get turned into a YouTube video for your guys' liking later. However, thank you for stopping by the stream. If you came by, I appreciate it, and I'll see y'all